We had fixed our eyes on the reward that we would get from the child's father. An orphan. What are his grandfather and mother likely to do? So we spurned him because of that. Every woman who came with me got a suckling, and when we were about to depart, I said to my husband, "By Allah, I do not like to go back along with the other women without any baby. I should go to that orphan and I must take him." He said, "There is no harm in doing so, and perhaps Allah might bless us through him." So I went and took him because there was simply no other alternative left for me but to take him. When I lifted him in my arms and returned to my place, I put him on my breast, and to my great surprise, I found enough milk in it. He drank to his heart's content, and so did his foster brother, and then both of them went to sleep, although my baby had not been able to sleep the previous night. My husband then went to the she-camel to milk it, and, to his astonishment, he found plenty of milk in it. He milked it and we drank to our fill, and enjoyed a sound sleep during the night. The next morning, my husband said, "By Allah, Halima, you must understand that you have been able to get a blessed child." And I replied, "By the grace of Allah, I hope so." The tradition is explicit on the point that Halima's return journey and her subsequent life, as long as the Prophet, PBUH, stayed with her, was encircled with a halo of good fortune. The donkey that she rode when she came to Makkah was lean and almost foundered. It recovered speed much to the amazement of Halima's fellow travelers. By the time they reached the encampments in the country of the clan of Sid, they found the scales of fortune turned in their favor. The barren land sprouted forth luxuriant grass, and beasts came back to them satisfied and full of milk. Muhammad, PBUH, stayed with Halima for 2 years until he was weaned, as Halima said. We then took him back to his mother, requesting her earnestly to have him stay with us and benefit by the good fortune and blessings he had brought us. We persisted in a request, which we substantiated by our anxiety over the child catching a certain infection peculiar to Makkah. Ibn Hisham 162-164. At last, we were granted our wish, and the Prophet, PBUH, stayed with us until he was 4 or 5 years of age. When, as related by Anas in Sahih Muslim, Gabriel came down and ripped his chest open and took out the heart. He then extracted a blood clot out of it and said, "That was the part of Satan in thee." And then he washed it with the water of Zamzam in a gold basin,